Hey everybody, it's Ryan from RNA Music, just coming to you with a little video update, kind of a recap of 2010 and kind of what's going on with 2011. Haven't done a video in a while, so I thought it'd be a good time to do that. Today is January, I believe it's the 6th, and so we're here in the new year 2011. 2010 was an interesting year. I will say January, this marks our 1-year anniversary of RNA Music. So that's quite the accomplishment. Everybody I know that's ever started a business or owns their own business, they tell you, if you can make it through that first year, that's quite the milestone. And so I'm thankful for where we've come from and where we are today. Started the last quarter of 2009, basically working on our facility here, remodeling the building, getting it ready, and then really technically on paper opened in January of 2010. And here we are, a year later, still kicking and screaming. So it's been an interesting year. About let's see, 3/4 of the way through 2010, I guess in November, October-ish, we were able to expand and take over the building I'm in. I was in a kind of smaller portion of it, and then had the opportunity to basically take the whole building. And so this is great. I'm in the lesson room here at RNA Music, and this is where we teach the lessons, and there's drum sets and pianos and guitars here, so it's great. I have a lot more space for my lessons, and that's nice. And in our showroom, we have a lot of space for product. I have more space than I have product right now, which is good, I guess. That's nice. So expanded our borders before the year was even over, and that was a great opportunity. Kind of shifted. It's been a tough year, and you talk to anybody who's in retail of any kind, the last several years have been extremely challenging years, and it's not any different for us. It was a good time to kind of figure out how this works. I've been in retail sales for many years, and in the music side of things before as well, and it's been interesting. But we sold some guitars, especially in December, coming up to the holidays and Christmas. We sold several guitars, and kind of at that point, I do need to refresh my inventory a little bit. Sold some Jet City amps. Jet City's been good to us, so I look on continuing the relationship with Jet City. They've got some really cool things coming out in 2011. They got some pedals that I'm really kind of chomping at the bit to get my hands on. Distortion pedals, overdrive pedals. They got some new amplifier things in the works with the NAMM show coming out here in just a little bit. I'm sure they'll debut some cool things. We're going to continue our relationship with Schecter, and they've got some new models coming out this year, discontinuing some old ones, but they've been good to us as a small dealer. It's just me, entrepreneur kind of thing. They've been good to work with. Gonna plan on continuing with Washburn this year. Trying my hardest to get some more of their acoustics in, and from all the ones I've played that I've got in, I've been impressed with their acoustic guitars, and of course I own several of their electrics personally, and it'll be interesting to see what happens with Washburn this year. I think they're going through some changes and doing some things, and looking to gain some momentum too, and we'll be watching that pretty close. We're going to continue our relationship with Orange Amplifiers. I'd really like to get a little more into what they're doing. They were great. I talked to them at the NAMM show, and they had the best setup. And man, their stuff, their kind of high-end stuff is really nice. And it's just kind of figuring out the best way to market that, because it's kind of, I don't want to say expensive, but it does cost more than some other things. But it's only expensive if it's not worth it. If it's worth it, there's value to it. And so I would like to kind of go a little bit further with them. I've got my eye on one particular up-and-coming guitar company that will be debuting a guitar line this year, I hope. there's been a couple of discussions about it. I'm really hoping on getting some of their guitars here in the store at RNA. And it's been very, very exciting. I'm particularly looking forward to seeing what happens with this. It's a new guitar company coming out. And can't really say much about it yet. There's not really any details I can give anyone. But I'm hoping to see how that pans out in 2011. And whenever it does, you'll be the first to know. And so that's been great. All that's, looking forward to kind of continuing with the retail side of things and guitars and amps. We really kind of ramped up through the last half of the year, really our focus on the lesson portion of things and really turning RNA Music into a music academy, basically, where we teach drums and we teach piano and we teach vocals. My wife Angela is an incredible vocalist and a great singer, and she really has a way of teaching and explaining things, and so she stepped up to take over that role of voice instructor, voice lessons here at RNA Music. And of course I teach bass and guitar, and to really give people that are out in the area where we live here in East Texas, man, an opportunity to experience something great, something different than maybe your typical experience you've had with guitar lessons or music lessons or drum lessons. And really redoubled our focus on that during the last half of the year, and intend to really take that forward, with some extreme diligence. And in 2011, we had a very successful recital, December 18th of 2010. We had our end of the year, our winter recital, which is really the first one we were able to put on, and it went better than I ever expected. All of the kids that performed there were amazing, and they all played better than ever at the recital. We had about 100, somewhere between 100 and 110 people show up to participate and to watch that, not counting the 10 or so students that performed and the guest musicians that helped us put that on. And it was really something special. And the results were amazing, and the feedback has been great. And look for it to bring some more business to RNA Music in this year. And I look for it to really help the kids out. That was my main goal, was to get the kids excited about learning. And some of them got to play in a band setting with some good musicians. And not playing them alone in their bedrooms, but playing with a group of people, which, young kids when they're learning don't always get that chance. And I wanted them to all just be excited about it. And they were, and to be excited about the next one. When I was a kid taking piano lessons or guitar lessons, especially piano, when we would do recitals, it was just, man, it was not exciting. It was I almost dreaded it, And I wanted the opposite. I want kids to just be fired up. When's the next one? When are we going to do this again? And they were, and it was a great experience. There's a little bit of video. If you check on my Vimeo channel or my YouTube channel, you can see some videos of that, and on Facebook, and at rnamusiconline.com you can see some of those videos. And so really looking forward to continue forward with that, and just really dive deep in the lessons and the teaching, and offer some more programs and classes here. So we're looking forward to that. That should be really cool. My wife and I have both been talking about 2010, how it went, and how 2011, and our big word for 2011 is expectancy. We are expecting some major things to happen, and good things, not bad things. We can just kind of feel it. There's some really things coming. See things turning around for a lot of folks and a lot of people. 2010 was a tough year. For us, for sure, there were challenges, but everybody I know in our circle of friends and acquaintances, a lot of them have even said that 2010 was the best year and the worst year, all in the same year. And I see that. We had a good year. We opened the business and went full throttle with it, and have seen it grow incrementally each month, just kind of slowly gain ground. So that's been amazing, and opportunities with us at things that we do outside of work within the other part of our life. We're involved in our church and things there, and what's been going on with us there, and people we know has been great, and we've been blessed this year with some new opportunities. Um, so it's been good, but also, man, just it's been a tough year too. There's been some tough times, and it's not just us. Everybody I've talked to has had, man, some great things happen and just some really challenging things happen. So I'm kind of glad 2010's over. I'm looking forward to 2011 to see what the future holds, and that good things is what I'm believing. Can see it, I can visualize it. So it's been an interesting year. It's always a good feeling going on to the next year, and looking for some good things. I want to take a few minutes to thank some people for 2010. Us getting going with our building, man, just making all this happen. My good friend Steve Jennings is with Country Broadband. He's out here in East Texas. He has a company where he does satellite, high-speed internet if you're out in the country and you can't get, satellite stuff, and direct TV, things like that. He was helpful with us kind of wiring up our building with some things and helping me out with some really cool equipment to use at the recital. Good friend Paul DeJaro with Canton Healthcare Systems, which he's a good friend. We've been friends for forever, it seems, and he's a killer bass player, and he always needs some basses, and so he helped me get started, and purchased a couple, more than one bass from us when we got going. Good friend Brad Browning, Circle B Western Wear here in Canton. So if you need some boots or hats or some Hurley clothes, go talk to Brad over at Circle B. Brad helped me get in on that initial order of Schecter guitars, and got a cool guitar. My good friend Tim Weinbarger helping me with my website and some video things and getting that stuff going. Tim works for everycarlisted.com and does a phenomenal job and kind of knows the internet side of things. I've got to thank my brother-in-law, Sean Cowgill. He works for H&R Block. Not only can he do your taxes for you, but he can also build anything. He helped me building walls and laying the floor here and making our facility look nice. So that was great. Let's see, I don't want to leave anybody out. Eric McKenna from Boogie Street Guitars, boogiestreet.com, boogiestreetguitars.com. A good friend of mine up in Pittsburgh who's the #1 USA Custom Shop Washburn guitar dealer. He's a phenomenal guy and really someone I could turn to when I had questions about business things and how to do stuff. Man, I appreciate him so much. Thank you, Eric, for your advice and answering questions when I had them. And Fred Kowalo, who works with Eric at Boogie Street, but also Fred is guitar tech to the stars. Was guitar tech for Zach Wild and worked with Shinedown, and currently he's been with Megadeth. It's cool. I got to go see Megadeth in 2010. Megadeth, Anthrax, and Slayer. They played in Dallas, and because of Fred, got to go backstage and look at their guitars, and I got to hold Chris Broderick's guitar and meet Chris Broderick of Megadeth and Dave Ellefson of Megadeth and Sean Drover, the drummer, and man, the whole little backstage experience there to show that big and of that size was just amazing. And Fred is a tremendous guy, a really class act, and thank you for the hospitality, Fred, backstage there. That was a high point of 2010 for sure, and that was awesome. I'd like to thank DJ Roberts from Roberts and Rowe Interiors. robertsandrowe.com, I believe, is her website, where you can go and some advice on color schemes and interior design stuff. And we're trying to make our shop here look like a little something different when you come in. It's like great. So she had great advice and helped us out. And so I definitely recommend her if you're doing any kind of interior design, remodel, anything. Check her out. Check out her website, and thanks for the advice, color schemes. And let's see, who else? My family, of course. My kids for being so great when we're here at work, and You know, not only we work here, but you know, we're here with the family a lot of the time. And we have part of our building. I got my kids and have stuff to do, and they've been so great. I really want to thank my wife, Angela. Without any of, without her, this wouldn't have been possible. She's sacrificed a lot to help me get this business running, and she's also a fantastic voice teacher. And she's taken over that side of the things here, and is an amazing vocalist and a fantastic teacher, and takes care of a lot of the work when I'm busy teaching lessons, taking care of the shop, and she's the best. Couldn't have done any of this without her, so thank you, Angela. And good friend Charles Sharp at Chad Kirk State Farm here in East Texas. Charles, fantastic drummer. He's helped me out with the equipment things for the recital and the State Farm, the insurance stuff, and great guy. I love him, and tremendous drummer, and has referred some business to me. So Charles is awesome, and that's I think that's about it. I want to thank my dad for helping out with facilities and making a lot of this possible too. And yeah, it's been a good year. Ups and downs, 2010, but 2011 we're looking to go onward and upward, my friends. So for you too, onward, upward, 2011. I'm going to try to get some more. This has been kind of a long update. I apologize for the length. Try to get some more concise ones, a little more frequently, but this is for a whole year. So thank you guys. I will see you soon, and keep rocking. Thank you for supporting RNA Music. Oh, almost forgot. One awesome shirt. Girls here in town that printed up our RNA Music shirts. Fantastic. Incredible work. I can't wait to do some more work with them. Mike Cooper, who helped me do some design things, graphic design. Thank you, Mike. I love you, buddy. And that's about it, you guys. Have a great 2011. We'll see you soon.